Hi there, this is Chef Sky, and I have some dietary recommendations that I feel are good for you to consider if you want to choose a specific dietary plan. I think that there are a lot of different diets that are going on: vegan, raw, macrobiotic, low fat, low carb, and it gets to be a little confusing. And I don't necessarily think that you have to check any particular box because you're moving through this reality, and so you have to kind of go what fits with you and how you're feeling at the time. I mean, might be periods of time when you're going to be all raw or vegetarian, and then there might be periods of time when you might want to consume meat or chicken or fish or whatever. So the choice is yours. I think that being more vegetarian or mostly or like 99% vegetarian is ideal. But I realize that most of the world is not vegetarian, and it's going to be really difficult to convince them that eating a vegetarian diet is something that they should do. I mean, I just know a lot of people who love the taste of meat. They love it. They enjoy it, and that's fine. Whatever works. So anyway, so these are some of the things that I think that you should consider when it comes to eating. The first thing I consider to be like the super most important thing on the list is eating a whole foods diet. And that means eliminating the need to eat processed foods. And I know that's difficult, especially if you work and you need a quick meal and the whole yada yada. But I'm telling you, you will feel a difference. Processed, denatured, fractured foods are missing something just by the fact that they have been broken down, beaten up, and raped and used and abused. Okay? So get into the habit of making larger quantities of foods so that you can create smaller meals throughout the week. For example, making a big pot of brown rice, making a big pot of beans, making a large salad that you can eat for like 2 or 3 days. Doing things that make it simple for you to eat whole foods, whole fresh foods. I definitely recommend incorporating as much raw food as you possibly can. You don't have to be 100% raw foodist, but the more live, raw fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, and sprouts that you can get into your body, the more alkaline your diet, your body would become, the more enzymes you get into your body. And these are some of the main factors that help with promoting a healthy body. The whole thing that we hear about with the antioxidants and all of that kind of stuff, you're going to get those benefits from eating as much raw as you can. Another thing to do is get into healthy fast foods. And to me, healthy fast food eating is becoming a friend with your blender. I was really into juicing, maybe from like last year back. I was into a lot of juicing, and I love juicing, and I love what the benefits of juicing come from. However, juicing is a lot of work, a lot of mess, and a lot of product is used in juicing, and so it becomes very expensive too. I recommend getting friendly with your blender, getting a good blender, and if you can afford a Vitamix, I do recommend it. If not, get a Ninja. That's a really good quality, lower budget blender that has 6 blades in it. And throwing everything in there: all your fruits, bananas, strawberries, mango, berries, and your green leafy vegetables. Getting in touch with your green smoothie side. And if you don't want green smoothies all the time, just even fruit smoothies. And if you don't want fruit smoothie, get used to making blended soups, which would be like basically a vegetable smoothie with your greens, avocado. You put a little coconut oil. You can put some seasonings, some garlic, onions, and stuff like that, and actually blend, pour it, or actually drink a green soup smoothie. So it's kind of raw. Well, it is raw, but it's also fast. And learn to enjoy the flavors of these types of foods. These are foods that will help you stay healthy and get healthier. And once you start eating foods that are whole, that are live, that are full of enzymes and full of alkalinity. You will reduce waste. I didn't say lose weight. You will reduce waste in your body. You will feel better, not only physically, but mentally. I mean, eating this way makes me feel happy. I mean, it's kind of scary, but it really does that. The last thing that, and there's actually a long list. I can come up with a lot of things, but the last thing I'm going to mention today is eliminate completely and forever your need and desire to consume concentrated sugar in any form. And that means white drug sugar, brown turbinado raw whole brown sugar, agave, honey, maple syrup, brown rice syrup, I said maple syrup, all of that. Don't think for a second that because it's brown and because it's honey and because it comes from a tree that it's better for you. Reason being is because consuming sugar in that form, it's in a concentrated form, and it's too much sugar for us. We're consuming too much sugar. We eat sugar in whatever form you want to call it daily, and it's too much. Occasionally, what you do occasionally doesn't matter. I'm talking on the regular. If you're consuming sugar in a concentrated form, it's too much. If you want something sweet, which I still recommend you eating sweet, wonderful, juicy, delicious foods, eat your fruit, juice your sugar cane. And if you're in the States, you can't get sugar cane, there's sugar cane somewhere. People find where to get sugar cane juice, which is like drinking a juice from carrots, etc. It's measured exactly to how much you need in its non-concentrated form. Fruit is exactly as sweet as it's supposed to be by nature. Remember that. And just realize that most of us are addicted to these things because we've been raised on it most of our whole life. And you can have a very happy, wonderful, joyous life without concentrated sugar in your life. However, if you're at a party and someone has a slice of cake, you don't have to pass it up. Just know that you're not going to be at another party for another couple weeks or whatever. You know what I mean? So don't limit your life, but really what you do on the regular day-to-day, keep that tight. And those are my little tips for you for how to make some dietary improvements. Let me know what you think and stay tuned for more. Peace.